For me, a horrible anxiety attack and ruining my night. And no, I didn't do a fucking thing with Farina yet because of you. They're talking as if Farina's a real person. ICL, TSPMO, bro. FRFR. Like, did you see how Genshin ruined a marriage? Wait, what? AIO, my fiance spent 600 on gacha. Okay, that's light numbers, all good though. My fiance spent $600 on a gacha game without asking. That's pretty fucked up. I flipped out and now his entire family are calling me abusive and encouraging him to call off the engagement. Jesus Christ. For context, I work 55, oh my god, hours a week and he drives Uber during the day while I'm at work. We are paychecked up. Jesus Christ. Stop calling me. We need to talk right now. Pick up now. You're not being fair at all. I explained my boundaries to you, but you are not respecting them. This exactly what blank says is abusive about you. Yo, I spent 600 on our credit card on a fucking game. I explained it already to you. 600 for 2 virtual characters you don't need without asking. When we are paycheck to paycheck, that card was for emergencies with the Civic. Oh, you spent. Not you, I spent. You spent. So the gray person texting spent 600 on the credit card without asking. At its core, I believe I would say that's irresponsible. Relationships is all about communication, especially, you know, when you're sharing money too. When you're sharing money, it's even more important to communicate where the money is being spent. And $600, as I said earlier, was light, but I was joking because I was just making the satirical whale comment. Please disregard that. But obviously $600 is a lot. So obviously you can't just spend that behind, you know, your fiance's fucking back. So that's crazy. You told me you wanted her. That's Farina. Awesome. You told me you wanted her too, but you aren't happy for me? Question mark. Valid reaction. Actually, I'm done. I'm a 29-year-old man. I am allowed to make purchases without needing your permission. That is an abusive dynamic. Blank explained that very clearly to me. Yes, I said I want Farina. I didn't say we should spend hundreds to get constellations. You are a fucking addict. You already spent all our Christmas money on it. You are snooping into your fiance's purchases. You should take a look at yourself. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's a bunch of gaslighting going everywhere. Oh my god. Okay, all good. All right. Okay, middle finger. It's getting spicy now. You know, the irony of this person
what
saying...
If you spent that to get her C2 or C6? Her C2 is really powerful.
Okay, we're not justifying constellations here. Okay, dude. But the point is, this person is trying to say they're a 29-year-old man that is able to make their own purchases without needing permission. But I feel like with the situation given that the green text has explained, you know, money is not freely flowing into them. You know what I mean? Like, they said paycheck to paycheck in the Reddit post. So like, you got to be careful with what you're spending. And I don't think spending all the money on a fictional character is a great idea. Middle finger. This is a shared card that I set up for emergencies and you went behind my back. Why don't you tell blank about your gambling addiction to video game characters? Actually, someone told me about your coercion and I believe you are a narcissist personality. That is why you are continuing, because it sounds like this person just trying to justify why this person is trying to, you know, make them be accountable for their spending habits. That is why you are continuing to try and control me and control my financial decision making. This person, the gray text, it's very clear that like they're still thinking about themselves. Notice how they say my financial decision making when it's their credit card, right? It's both of their credit cards. They're sharing a financial, you know, relationship at the end of the day because, you know, they have sharing money, right? They're working together to make a living. You know, this is my values and I have had a Farina as my wallpaper. Really, when I talk about the community in a darker light, this is what I'm talking about. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. Like, yeah, people can be like, oh, you love Gene, you do anything. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. But like, at the end of the day, it's a 2D fictional character. Like, I'm able to separate reality from fiction. And the people that can't are the people that are fucking sick. Very, very sick. I like how they're justifying that. They're like, you know, I've had her as a wallpaper. My loyalty lies here, and so does my money. Fascinating. I refuse to be verbally abused for being myself. I am battling anxiety, and you do not care at all. Okay, spending aside, let's say, sure, this person has anxiety, right? You can't just use that as an excuse and be like, I can do whatever I want because I have anxiety. Like, that's not how that works, you know? I don't want to get married to you. I'm not talking on the phone. I emailed my screenshots for my appointment tomorrow. Thank you for giving me a... Wow, now they're guilt tripping. This is crazy, bro. This is fucking crazy. Like, this is insane. For me, a horrible anxiety attack and ruining my night. And no, I didn't do a fucking thing with Farina yet because of you. They're talking as if Farina's a real person. ICL, TSPMO, bro, FRFR. Like, that was cringe. I didn't mean to say the whole thing like that. I just want to say because it'd be funny. But this shit actually does piss me off. Like, The fact that they're talking about like this character is a real person. It's like, I didn't do anything with it. Like, bro, that's not the point. The point is the money. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is insane. I will call Capital One and dispute the charge. Your account will get banned. The way I'm viewing this, let's take a look at this. The way I'm viewing this is that at the end of the day, there are two arguments to this, right? There are two arguments. The gray text is arguing about Farina, and the green text is arguing about financial relationship transparency. They're arguing about two different things, but in the same situation. And that's why it's fucked. And that's when you know, I don't know the outcome. It's try it. You will lose me forever. I am going to Scottsdale for the night. Stop calling me for 12 hours and we can talk on good night. Will you please answer my mom, please? Thumbs down. I love that. I apologize for my reaction. As I said, my anxiety is bad today and I have to do better. Okay. Don't need to dispute the charges. I will get you the money soon. Can you spot me 600 tonight? So can you text him your Venmo? Anxiety really bad. Dude, you can't like bank on anxiety. This is crazy. The fact that they're just like, oh, this is my anxiety. Bro, this is crazy. I have two answers. First, you're never going to win this argument with him. I agree. Even if he knows he's wrong, he's going to turtle and defend. I agree. Second, you don't need to win an argument to break up. True. I don't know. Let's see. From personal experience, when I'm like in heated arguments, I'm that type of... Some people like to immediately try to find a solution and talk until it's solved. I'm the person who's kind of like, let's talk a little, maybe we can figure something out. And if we can't during the time, we take a break. And it doesn't have to be like a month break. It could be like, we sleep it off, we wake up tomorrow, and then we try to talk about it again. Like, time alone, processing things can do so much after an argument. It can make you sit back and realize different perspectives of maybe why you were upset, why they were upset, why you couldn't come to an agreement. Like, my number one like thing to do is to try to take a step back during arguments. And when people don't like want to do that, it's kind of a bad sign for me. It's not always a bad sign, you know, maybe it's a sense of urgency and that they really do care about a situation. But I'm just the type of person to like take it slow because I don't really rush that sort of thing. Be prepared for his friends and family to be against you. That's okay. That's just how it is. Tell them nothing or tell them motherfucker spent 600 that we didn't have from a shared credit card on a virtual character for a video game. True. Riddle Post replied that the engagement is off. Update. I'm overwhelmed by all replies. Thank you. I'm trying to read every comment. Okay. Update. Okay. Update. I woke up a Venmo from a sketchy friend. I paid off card and locked it. I would love that. Okay. That's good. They got the money back somehow. Engagement is off. Wow. So this actually like... Wow. Just wow. There's a couple things we can take from this situation, right? One, don't spend money that you don't have, right? If you do not have money and you're also sharing, you know, money with your significant other that you both know are working hard, you know, she said 55 hours a week trying to like live. I don't think it's responsible to spend that amount of money. And you could be like, Jake, you spend that amount of money, you can't say anything. You could be right, but I spend it responsibly, knowing that I can make the money back and also be financially stable and okay. At the end of the day, it's about knowing your limits. This person clearly broke limits and trust with their significant other, spending that money behind their back, and them having to find out about money spent that they don't have is very disappointing. I will agree. So it's kind of cooked. I will say though, they did keep arguing. I would have just stepped back, but I mean, I would be like livid as well as well if, you know, money was spent behind my back. I mean, the person has every right to be upset. This person kept backtracking, saying they're battling anxiety. Listen, I get it. Anxiety is a real thing. I have it too. At the end of the day though, if you are blaming your own mistakes that are, you know, costly on other people's lives and blaming it on anxiety, one, you may need to seek help. You may be harming others. Anxiety doesn't always make you incompetent either. You can't just like do that. Stupid reason to ruin the engagement. I mean, okay, let's like take a step back, you know, like looking at it from like a bigger perspective. One small argument, or like not small, but one argument like this, sure, you can say it's not enough to like ruin an engagement, but at the same time, it's clear this person was not willing to like understand the other side of why it's not okay to spend that sort of money, right? And if they can't come to an agreement on why it's okay not to spend money in that behavior, why would you engage to someone knowing that this behavior can carry on into the relationship in their marriage? You don't want to live with that. When you're marrying someone, you are settling down with someone for ideally the rest of your life. And if you're willing to live with that sort of behavior for the rest of their life, like, that's just trolling, if you ask. Like is that not trolling? Why are you barking? What's wrong with you, bro?
This guy just set Genshin players back 5 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. As far as Genshin players, like, fucking, we're all this makes it worse, to be honest. The sad thing is, I'm not surprised that this person even exists. Like, I've seen so much in the past 5 years of like making Genshin content. Dude, like, I'm so familiar with how like people behave. There's good people, and then there's just like ridiculous people like you don't believe even exist. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, the first 3 years of making content for Genshin, I like refused to believe there were some people that existed online, like existed. Like, it blew my mind. Some people behaved in a way that I just like could not comprehend. I was like, wow, you need fucking help. But this just reinforces that there are people out there who are fucking delusional and actually crazy. Like, holy shit. Anyways, hope he gets help. Hope they get help. Don't know them. And I hope they grow up to be, you know, a better person. And, you know, people can change in 1-2 years, you know. I'm not saying they can't change. Maybe they can learn and look back and be like, yeah, I made a dumb mistake. It was a costly mistake, changed the trajectory of my life. But, you know, I still believe that people can, you know, grow and be better if they get the right help. And I hope they get the right help. And I hope the other person will never have to meet another person like this again. Grow up, they're already grown. Let's not gatekeep growth at any age, okay? People can learn and change whenever they want. I'm 25 and still changing, okay? I don't want to fucking hear that. That's some dumb shit. This is crazy. This is insane. I don't have a headphone dent. I don't know why. There's literally no headphone dent. There's nothing here. This shit pissed me off for real though, like, actually. Like, it makes me mad that there are people like this that exist. It just makes me mad. Wow, Genshin doesn't really get a good rep anymore, huh? Not that it ever did. This dude is really using every psychology term in the book to gaslight you over a legitimate reaction. The way he's talking and throwing those terms at you is a bigger red flag. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, also getting other people involved to push you to think you're overreacting, that is specifically crazy. Like, he's trying to get people to back him up and be like, yeah, you're just overreacting. Like, come on, bro. And then when that doesn't work, he's like, anxiety. Mommy said it was my turn to use the credit card. Shut the fuck up. Yo, pause. I have nothing against Genshin Impact characters being a wallpaper. What I have a problem against is treating them like they're a real character or like a real person in real life. Like, you need help. All good though. All good. I low-key have Gene as my wallpaper. All good though. All good. You should look at this. What the fuck?